Hi, today I'm going to talk about long division. To remind you, this is the way most of you have been showing division, which I call short division. You said the 5 goes into 9 one time with a remainder of 4. Now you've created the number 41. 5 goes into 41 8 times, remainder 1. 5 goes into 15 3 times. So you can see that 915 divided by 5 is 183. Now when you do long division, it's the same concept. It's just more writing. And this generally works well when the numbers get larger and it's harder to do the math in your head. 5 goes into 9 one time. In long division you would now say 1 times 5 is 5. And then you would subtract and get 4. Then instead of writing the 4 in front of the 1, you would bring the 1 down to the 4. 5 goes into 41 8 times. 8 times 5 is 40. Subtract, get the 1, bring the 5 down and make 15. 5 goes into 15 3 times. It's the same answer to every step. It's just that instead of doing the subtraction in your head, you write the multiplication answer and subtract on paper. Now, where this tends to come in handy is when you have bigger numbers. So if we were to do how many times does 83 go into 3,776? You don't know 83 tables, so it's hard to do them in your head. You could write out 83 tables if you want on the side. But if you don't feel like doing that, you have to first ask yourself, does 83 go into 3? It does not. Does 83 go into 37? It still does not, because 83 is larger than 37. Does 83 go into 377? It does. In fact, it goes in 4 times. Then you would do 4 times 83, which is 332. You subtract, and you get 45. You bring down the 6. How many times does 83 go into 456? 5 times. It multiplies to 415, and it leaves you with a remainder of 41. Now I want to talk about how to know when things go wrong. Let's assume for this same problem. Let's say if instead of saying 83 goes into 377 4 times, let's say you thought it was 5. You would do 5 times 83, which is 415. You would go to subtract that, and you'd realize you couldn't because the 415 is bigger. That means the 5 answer is too big, and you have to go to a lower answer. If, on the other hand, and in the other direction of error, you thought 83 went into it 3 times, when you did 3 times 83, you get 249. When you subtract, you would get 128. This is a problem because that would be a remainder larger than your divisor, and that means the 3 is too low. And so you have to find a different number. I hope this helped. We'll talk more about this tomorrow. The word to write down if you watch the lesson is doctor. Thank you.